up sleeping what the fools do.
You got 3 eyes, but you only used 2.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Good Dad here. And today, we have a very special video. It's not exactly a bitter baby mama per se, but child support is involved. Emotions are involved, and an attempt to railroad a good father and jerk him in the system is involved. So this is probably nothing like anything I've done yet, so you know what I mean, it's gonna be a good one. This is actually the baby mama's widower, right? Widower, because she's not here anymore, and he is trying to get the biological dad for child support because he see fit to do so. I don't know, but we're gonna get into this video. Before we go, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe with your stupid ass. And if you're down with the nuclear family, if you're down with us, I want to see a family emoji in the comments. I want to see a family emoji in the comments if you're down with the nuclear family, man, woman, and child. Taking care of these kids. But other than that, sit the fuck back, relax, and let's start the show.
Okay, Mr. Ward, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
All right, now, okay. Now, let me just kind of cut to the chase of the thing. I was engaged to the mama of his child, and, you know, we were just...
So starting off, Rip, I do not like this man. This man look like a hoe. He got these girly mannerisms, and I don't like him. I don't like him one bit. You're real feminine on here trying to take this man's family from him and get child support from him. You can't even, I don't even know if you're getting the benefit of the doubt right now. I can't call it on you.
We were just having a good time, and it was really getting ready to have a wedding, and, you know, the reception at Genghis Grill and everything was all set up. But unfortunately, she had fallen ill. COVID had got her. And then all of a sudden one day, she's just gone.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you know, but I mean, I had to take little Malaysia into my arms and try to explain things. You know, I call her my little bit because, you know, we just kicked it off right away. I'm talking about pretty much on the first date.
So being that there's nothing wrong with him having that good relationship with that little girl, that's not his daughter. Men, don't be like this guy. This is why a lot of times you hear people say, stay away from women with kids, or don't get too vested with the kid, because it's unfortunate this man, who really on some hoe shit, has built a bond with this little girl, apparently a strong bond with this little girl who is not his daughter. So at the end of the day, no matter how strong their bond is, he does not have the authority to stay in her life. If, you know what I'm saying, if her real parent has something to say about it, he can't change that fact. There's nothing that he can do. And it's gonna break his heart, it's gonna make him feel bad, but this is unfortunate, man. This is why a lot of guys stay away from women with kids, because either you build a bond and you get your heart broken, or you get disrespected and you don't have the authority to discipline. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation.
Pretty much on the first date that I went on with them, because she brought her with her on our first date, which makes a lot of sense. And we just have been...
And Malaysia is the child?
Yes, ma'am.
How
Yes,
old is Malaysia?
She's 7.
Okay.
And, you know, I mean, she's one of those smart little girls that where you can't really get a whole lot past her. She's going to call you on your stuff.
Okay.
And that's what I appreciated about her. That's why we clicked so well, because her mama was the same way.
Sounds like a good kid.
Well, yeah, she's wonderful. I mean, she you know, she's on point with all of her schoolwork. She loves doing her homework. You know, our thing is to watch some Schoolhouse Rock on YouTube to let her know how the old school did it and everything. And so we, you know, our favorite hangout is the Sesame Place. You know, she loves to go there. She saw one episode of Lego Masters, and I took her to the Lego place out there. And
I don't know what's up with this man. Like, giving me weird vibes. Like he got, like he can't. He hung up on his wife, passion and all that. And now he's trying to keep that same energy transferred over to her daughter. Like he's trying to fill a hole or something or void in his life or something, man. You need to go sit down on the couch and talk to somebody, man. This ain't the way to
it's
do it.
out there, and the shops are well abandoned and everything. So it's like, you know, that's been my road dog. That's been my everything and all that kind of stuff.
Sounds like the two of you have a great relationship.
Oh, no, seriously. I mean, I just love having her, you know, like my own child. And I feel like that she is actually my own child. I know that she only likes broccoli.
See, I knew you was on some whole shit. If you in delusion, then it's not a masculine trait. Man up, nigga.
That she only likes broccoli with ketchup, and she likes fish sticks with ketchup, and she likes pork with ketchup. I don't know what the thing is about ketchup.
Me either.
You know,
I don't like ketchup like that.
Yeah, I don't either. But I know how she likes that. I know that she's got to have that mood light on when she goes to sleep. I know that if I don't put those downy beads in with her blanket, that she's not going to sleep. So I do everything. I mean, I talk to the teachers. I got her on the after school program. I mean, everything that I could possibly want to do for a child, I do for her.
Okay.
And so my thing is that, you know,
All in futility. It's not your child.
I'm doing all the things that a dad would do for his daughter. And little bit me, you know, it's like, hey, I mean, I might as well just go ahead and say that she's mine. Because, you know, up until the time that she and I and her mother were together, that's just the way it was. You know, when it was with...
You might as well step aside so that her real father can step up and do what he needs to do to be a dad to his daughter. It's not your job, it's not your responsibility. You do not have that authority. What's wrong with you? Are you not a man?
You know, when it was with her, I was with them. So it's like, I feel like I take care of her.
Okay.
And since I figure I take care of her, then, you know, then this cat over here, you figure that, you know, that he's got something to say about it, you know.
Okay, so let's get one thing straight. It's the neck muscles with your feminine ass. The only reason you ever built a relationship or ever started to attempt to take any kind of care of that little girl is because you was dealing with her mom. And I want everybody to understand it. Men are only dealing with stepdad positions because they want to get the moms in positions. If it was not for me wanting to deal with this woman or man wanting to deal with a certain woman, but no man take care of no kids that are not his. And that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like, so in real life, maybe there are a few that will. But in the majority of men who know their worth are not gonna do that. Just like this is life, this is nature, this ain't misogynistic, some dumbass shit like that. This is life. Look in the wild. Look at lions and other animals. When a lion comes and takes over a pride, he defeats the male of that pride, he becomes the new leader of that pride, what does he do? He kills every single one of the cubs that were born from the former leader of the pack so that they won't grow up and become a threat to him and take over the pride from him. But all throughout nature, if the man gets with this woman and this woman got babies from another man, it's babies, getting them the fuck out of there. That's life.
You know, when I've hardly seen him, you know, I mean, granted, she's the child's daddy. I mean, yeah, every once in a while he'll come around. Every once in a while he'll visit her and all that kind of stuff. But he don't know.
What do you mean by every once in a while?
Well, every once in a while, it's like he'll come, you know, he might honk the horn or whatever. He might ask her to come out. She'll come out. And see, and this is the one thing about her. She knows no strangers. You know.
Okay, so you're referring, you called him a cat. I mean, what?
I'm convinced this guy is a woman trapped in a man's body. Because his behavior is just appalling. It's disgusting.
I mean, what?
Okay, all right, look.
So this is her dad.
This is her dad, yeah.
Okay, so you're saying he's not doing all of the things that you're doing with little me, right?
No, not at all. I mean,
and you know that for a fact.
Well, this is how I look at it. If he was like a real man, if he was really taking care of his business, handling his business, then I wouldn't have any room to have proposed to Little Bit's mama. I wouldn't have even.
First of all, you whole ass nigga. His relationship with that woman ain't got nothing to do with his manhood as a father. Him and that woman could be beefing about the fucking flavor of popcorn. And he's still gonna be a good ass dad at the end of the day. Your whole logic is faulty, dog. That's what I'm saying. You a woman in a man body. And then you talking about you had the chance. If he was a man, you wouldn't have had the chance to propose. Who's to say she wasn't stepping outside? Who's to say she wasn't cheating? You know what I'm saying? Who's to say she just wasn't loyal? You know what I mean? And then what kind of real woman that consider herself anything would really want a man like you? I mean, look at you. You can't protect nothing. You might could provide, which is the only thing you really have. You're not really attractive. And you're mad feminine. What kind of woman would want a man like you?
To Little Bit's mama. I wouldn't have had even a place in her radar. But the fact that I did, to me, kind of says something. I mean, come on, man. It's like, you know.
So let me ask my question again. Okay. You know this for a fact that he's not active in her life.
Well, the one thing that I know,
okay,
is that a lot of things that she needs and that she likes and dislikes, he hardly knows half of that. I mean, as far as, I mean, come on. I mean, it's
sir,
like,
give me 1 second. I'm about to have him wrap it up.
Okay. Well, look, all I know is this. When it comes between me and him, she comes to me. When it comes
that you know of.
Yeah, that I see. You know, I mean, every time that he comes, I give them their space. But I'm looking at her body language and she's like, man, when's this going to be over? So it's like,
yeah, because she ready to come home with a real dad.
No.
Okay, Mr.
What you mean? No. What you mean? Who are you to tell this man no about his daughter? You really a bro. Like, I'm sorry. They could look, you a bitch.
Mr. Ward, give me 1 second. You know, your story was beautiful. It was very colorful. You know, and that's not to say that you're being untruthful about anything. However, I would like to also hear from Dad, because as you know, there are always two sides to every story, well, really three, and the truth lies somewhere in between them, right?
I understand.
So give me a moment, and I'll go over to Dad.
All right.
Now, Dad, it sounds like, you know, your daughter and Mr. Ward have a great relationship, but is it true these, you know, allegations he's saying about you not being very active and involved?
I see my child every time I'm off work, and every time I'm off, I go and pick her up, and she stays with me for the first 2 days. So 3 days on, 4 days off, and
okay.
He knows it. And when we talk to her on the phone, she says he's too invasive. He always oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he always in her face and want to know.
Like a helicopter dad.
Right.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a microscope. That's how she feels, and she don't like it. And then as far as me and my child's mother splitting up, that was between us. That was years before she even met you, so you can't put that on me.
Well, I can't put a lot on you. I mean, yeah. Okay, fine.
Shut up. You making me mad. Make me mad. You just keep acting like a woman. You just keep acting like a girl. He's the dad. That should be the end of discussion. Like, what you want, how you feel, since you operate off of your feelings, it doesn't matter how you feel. What's right is right. What's best for that girl is to be with her dad, who was willing and able. Step aside, girly man. Step aside.
Yeah, okay, fine. You can call the helicopter all you want to, but you were not there when her mama died, man. You weren't there to have to console her when she was crying and...
Why in the hell would he be there if he's not with the woman no more? I'm pretty sure if they was together in a relationship, he would have been right there when she died. But he's not with her. So how the f*** do you expect him to be there when she died? There's something wrong with you, man. There's something wrong with you. And of course, you probably would have been the one to console her because you're there. You're in that household over there. But I'm sure he did all those things as soon as he got in touch with his daughter. As soon as they spent some time together, I'm sure they had a conversation about it. I'm absolutely almost 100% sure that they talked about it and he consoled his daughter while dealing with her mom dying. That much I can say. But you? It's crazy because there's going to be women that's going to see this video and you ain't going to get no pussy.
He was crying and didn't go to sleep. You weren't there. I was there.
You didn't even tell me. I was at work. You didn't even tell me.
See, that's the thing. You were always at work. You're always at work.
And see, here's...
Yo, you making this shit too easy. If I didn't prove you was a woman in the man's body, that right there proved it. You're always at work. You're always at work. You are not a man. If you was a man, you would completely understand. Soft ass.
Always at work.
And see, here's the thing. I know there are a lot of emotions going on. I usually don't let people talk back and forth to each other, but I do understand the underlying issue here. Especially with, your fiance passing away. I definitely understand that. I am just trying to get some clarity here because according to the paperwork that you filed, Mr. Ward, there is a court order in place.
Yeah.
And it names your fiance as the custodial parent and dad as the non-custodial parent. And you are essentially trying to modify this order.
Well, yeah, because essentially, to me, I became the custodial parent.
Okay?
I mean...
Okay, and you
yeah,
understand how you feel is not what the law says, right?
I do understand that. But,
Okay.
Your Honor, the one thing that I do know is that the custodial duties I have taken on, and I know it's not by emotion. And I'm not even just talking about emotion. I'm talking about my actions. The teachers know me. The teachers call me.
Hold that thought.
Everything you said in this whole episode has everything to do with your fleeting ass emotions. What are you talking about? I really no, like I don't understand. I don't understand your brain. What are you talking about?
Hold that thought. The teachers know you as well?
Yes, ma'am. Now, granted, he lives closer to the school, so he's up there just a little bit more than me. But anytime they call, I stop what I'm doing and I'm like, wait.
Okay. All right. It sounds like he's pretty involved. And tell me some things you and your daughter do together.
Well, I take her to piano. I pay for her piano lesson.
Okay.
Some days when I'm off, I take her. He takes her other days. I pay for her to be in karate class.
Okay.
We go to Six Flags together. We go to skating together. I
Okay.
try to teach her how to bowl. We have fun. We go to my mom's house and I drop her off, and she enjoys spending time over there mostly.
All right. So she has a good relationship with grandmother. It sounds like this child is just well loved all around with both sides. I mean, is there any chance of the two of you trying to get along
Not
to
at
make
all.
it work for the
She wants to
best
be
for
at
your
home.
daughter?
Man, hell no, I won't fuck with you hoe ass niggas.
The
She wants to
best
be
for
at
your
home
daughter?
with her dad, but he keeps saying, "Oh, she needs to be here." And my child's mother is no longer here, so I'm trying to get him to court to get full custody of my child
Okay.
all the way. So that's how that's gonna end. You're not gonna be around too much longer.
But man, no, you ain't gonna talk to me like that. No.
Well,
Hypothetical question, right? If he decide to keep talking to you like that, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Shake your head, move your neck, and say some old dumb shit out your mouth? Girly man? Step aside and let this man be the man that he's supposed to be.
well, neither one of you are going to talk to each other like anything anymore. I'm ready to make my ruling. I've heard what the both of you have to say. I understand that dad is pretty involved with the child. He's paying for teaching her how to skate, paying for karate. She has a great relationship with her paternal grandmother. It sounds like dad wants to be a part of the child's life. I also understand, Mr. Ward, your heavy involvement with the child. You know, you have a nickname for her. You all do things together. You know, she loves ketchup. You know all about her nightlife and her sleep routines and everything like that. However, that does not negate the fact of what the law says. The child was not left with you by dad. Her dad is still alive. Sounds like he's very active. Doesn't sound like he, is a deadbeat parent by any means. He is making the expenditures that any parent would do. And he also said he's trying to petition the court at some point to get sole custody of his daughter. So based on that, I have no other choice but to dismiss your claim because you do not have any grounds to be petitioning this court for child support.
Step aside, girly nigga, and disappear.
Support. Is there?
Serious note, fellas, see him hanging his head down in disappointment and in heartbreaking. That girly man's heart has now been broken into a million pieces, and we just watched it happen. This is why you must be careful with these women, with these kids, and how you deal with them. Because you go build that bond, just like he got with that girl. Now he's salty as fuck because her dad is not trying to hear it. And the judge got to go by the law. And that child belongs to her father. Now some creepy ass wannabe stepdad don't work like that.
Is there anything further from
No.
either of you?
No.
Ma'am, I'm very happy.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
So guys, the ultimate moral of the story is don't be like this guy. I mean, if you love a woman and she got kids and you decide to take on that responsibility, I guess kudos to you. But at the same time, you can't overstep your boundaries. Because at the end of the day, you only have as much power and authority as is given to you. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no woman gonna give you absolute authority over her children with another man. Shit, half the time you don't get absolute authority over your own damn kids dealing with these ridiculous women. But to be dug in so deep, even even after she died, and you still want to be there for the child, that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Call on the phone every now and then, say what's up, you know what I mean? Might go out for a little date or whatever for the night, you know what I mean? Like a little date night or something, every now and then, because y'all still have a bond in a relationship and there's probably some genuine love between y'all, that's cool. But to act like you're gonna replace this man and then shut him out and take over the raising and training of his daughter, I can't condone no shit like that. I can't respect that. You know what I'm saying? That's it for today's video. Please like, comment, and subscribe with your stupid ass. And if you're down with us, you're down with the full nuclear family in the household. As is promoted over here on Good Dad's Podcast. I want to see family emojis down in the comments, please. Family emojis, man, woman, and child. Take care of these kids. That's what we do over here. Shout out to all the good dads watching. Shout out to all the 9 little baby mamas watching. Fuck with me, I fuck with you back. I'll holler at you on the next one.
Wake up, sleeping what the fools do. You got 3 eyes, but you only used 2.